You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast with Humvee, Ilran, and DJ the DJ.
I remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Rodney King should have got a head beat for driving drunk and being thrown in a Hyundai.
Yeah, I said it.
OJ did it.
Yeah, I said it.
And Rick Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit up like everything. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I said it. And another thing.
Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Yeah. What's going on? It's your mate, man, Humvee.
Ilran is back.
And DJ the DJ, what up, though?
Okay. 601-641-9474. 601-641-9474.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's all you get.
I'm not going to say it the other way. You go ahead and say it your way. What? Say it.
601-641-9474.
Can I say fo?
Yeah. We're back at it, man. This is the Yeah, I Said It podcast, episode number 61.
60 Wizzy.
Yeah, we've been at it for a good minute now, man, and we had to take a little time to get ourselves together.
Yeah.
Because we had a bunch of high wind and a lot of rain come through here recently.
Mm-hmm. We had Mr. Hightower came through, and A.K. Harvey.
Bad joke.
A.K. Harvey? It's not.
Yeah, bad joke. Steve Harvey
Steve
was
Harvey,
Mr. Hightower on
Hightower.
the Steve Harvey show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
No, you would have to know
when
the
you
show.
gotta explain this, when you gotta explain the joke, bad joke.
Hey, Mr. Hightower.
Oh, the white boy?
Yeah.
Bullet head?
Bullet head.
You stupid.
Oh, man. All right. What's the email?
The email is yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. That's yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. Send it in. If you have any questions, complaints, cares, and concerns from me, my cohorts, and constituents, just holler at us on the email blast.
You can call me on the under.
You don't want to talk to
Just call my number.
Yeah. What? I don't. Hey, I gotta tell you this. He was laughing at me, man,
Okay.
because I was telling him my old school raps. Well, not
That's something.
how I used to rap. And so we was rapping at work, and I was like, man, I used to rap like this, and the G thing, and he said,
You ain't gonna share it with the people?
I forgot it. The H to the EA.
I don't know, man, but
Yeah, just do.
But he was like totally laughing at it, man.
Give us a little bit. Let's see if we gonna laugh.
H to the EA, V to the Wizard. I got a day that ain't I'm in my Buick Regal. Hey, man, that was
What? Did you? No, you didn't do that.
I did that, man.
You rhyme VY with Regal?
Regal. Regal. I'm in my Buick Regal.
That gotta be the worst stretch in hip hop history, dog. Oh my God.
Say the worst stretch.
Yeah.
What's
like,
wrong with that?
I heard rappers talk about how they bend words and manipulate them and like gee.
You know what I'm saying?
You did the most with that. VY Regal.
Hey,
No,
hey.
No, sir.
Hey. So he taught me how to, well, I already knew, but like I guess he reintroduced it to me again. To the Wizard. Oh, hey!
In my Buick
Regal.
No, nigga.
You better use that, ain't you? All right.
Don't flatter yourself.
Damn, man. So he reintroduced me to
Rhyming actual words?
right. No. So I was riding today, and I was like, you know what? I go harder on a West Coast beat than a beat that Ill would pick. That's probably why.
you don't think I'd pick a West Coast beat?
I don't think so.
Yeah, West Coast, isn't it?
I mean, not to say that you won't, but I'm just saying, like, that wouldn't be your first pick.
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. The way I ride the beat
Yeah.
is a different way. Like, he would
That make your V1 regard right.
No, but that was an East Coast beat I did.
No matter what beat you did that on, that's horrible.
That was horrible. Come on, man. That was like 08.
It was very little Uzi Vertish.
Oh, damn.
Nah,
Uzi Vertish.
Uzi, I think he's like, I don't know, like his style is like so. It's old.
You think his style is old?
Yeah, I think his style is old. It's like, but I guess he has such a performance type deal when he's on the stage or whatever. But other than that, have you heard his album? You haven't heard? You haven't heard? I guess so. I guess not. You haven't heard. So I heard like a little snippet of it, and I was like, nah, this is like 2005 Lil Wayne or some shit like that. Not even that. Not even. I wouldn't even say that, but I'm just saying like the style. He's doing a lot of singing and shit, and the shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? The shit is real whack.
I tried to give him a chance, but I can't deal with the whole fake bow leg shit he be doing, standing around there.
What?
Like, you only see females do shit like that. Like, this nigga tripping.
The fake bow
It's hard for me to deal with. I know it had nothing to do with music, but it's
right.
It's like it creates a mental block for me.
But they love it. They love his performance.
That nigga blink his eyes too slow for me.
He blink his eyes too slow. I don't know. I like XXXTentacion though.
You'll notice it next time you look at him.
Yeah. I like that kind of
I can't take his name serious, so I can't take him serious.
XXXTentacion.
If I gotta try all that, I gotta try to say your name. It's a problem.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
Yeah. A pimp named Slickback.
A pimp named Slickback.
XXXTentacion.
I mean, pretty much.
No, that's just a fucked up name to choose to use to call yourself, man.
Well, why though?
XXXTentacion. There's a lot going on.
And I wonder why he named himself that.
He don't know why he named himself.
It looks good as a moniker on paper, i.e. Twitter.
Right.
It doesn't sound good.
But I like his album.
Great.
You haven't heard it?
No.
It's mainly like pretty much 12 interludes. And he had, so they're less than 3 minutes. All his songs are less than 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, something like
Short attention span.
that. Right.
Got it.
And he has an interlude on there that's 1 minute 59 seconds.
Just as long as some of the songs.
Just as long as some of the songs. And I was like, what the? So his intro was like introducing himself like, this type of music is for people that are depressed or going through whatever they're going through. I love you. If you don't like my music, this is not for you. Please don't listen to it. Throw it away or whatever.
That's his intro?
That's his intro.
A warning.
A warning. You know.
An advisory.
Right. But
if you're not fucked up in the head,
right,
you won't get it.
And it's not, I'm not fucked up in the head, but it's just like, it's something different to listen to. That's why I was like, okay. It's not like I'm finna jump in the car and jam some XX on boys. No.
Is that what people gonna shorten his name to? XX?
You know, probably
Better do something.
I mean, because everybody's names gets shortened.
I know. Is that just a cultural thing, or that's just everybody?
It's just cultural. Old Dirty Bastard. ODB.
Right.
Method
Listen
Man.
to his name though.
Meth. That's it.
Meth.
Red.
Meth and Ray.
Ray.
Ghost.
That's it. Like
Ghost.
You gonna get shortened up.
Right.
Okay. Nobody says Memphis Bleak all the time. That boy Memphis or that boy Bleak, that boy Beans.
Like
you gonna shorten it.
Golly, you right.
What about YG?
Okay.
What up, Y?
You can come
or
up
G?
with one.
What up, G? Either or. No,
I don't know, man. Shoot.
I know I ain't gonna listen to no. I have no interest in listening to XXXTentacion's album.
Okay.
Because his name's too difficult to say.
All right.
It doesn't flow.
And there you go.
And there it is.
So, everybody came through this hurricane, man. We had what's that joint name? Harvey. Hurricane Harvey came through.
Hurricane Harvey.
He ain't come to Houston. I see a lot of people talking about what Harvey did in Houston. I'm looking on, online and all of that stuff.
So where
Harvey didn't hit Houston. We got a bunch of rain. Harvey messed up some folks.
Right. That eye.
So just in case anybody out there is listening and is trying to donate and help out or anything like that that's not from Texas. I mean, Houston Houston went under for real. Like,
Yes.
it was underwater.
Yeah.
But them people in Rockport and all them little small spots in between there,
Port Arthur.
yeah, man, them folks need help, man.
Beaumont and all that. Yeah.
In Houston, a lot of rich people got messed up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They be all right. We'll figure it out.
They know what to do.
Them people in them little small country towns,
Yeah.
man, get them folks some help. Shit.
Yeah, and people need it, man. It's real. It's real what he's saying, man. People in much smaller towns, because, like, we understand when you live in Houston, we understand when you say Houston, you mean Baytown, the Woodlands,
Right.
Katy, Sugarland, Stafford, Missouri City, Rose Sharon, Richmond, Rosen. We understand that, but when you're not from here, you just think it just happened in our immediate area, man, and that's not true. A lot of people from further out parts that we might not necessarily consider Houston, they got hit hard. You know what I'm saying? People down there in Freeport, Brazoria, like my aunt's house is like incredibly, like, the church I grew up in, half of the church literally is covered in water.
Goodness gracious. Wow.
Like, it just seeing it, I was like, whoa. I ain't know I would see that picture and feel like I felt. I was like, whoa, okay. Huh. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of people. And then, like you said, the whole Golden Triangle. People are having to leave from Texas to go to Louisiana to get gas.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's a lot going on, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
just seen a gas truck at the gas station today.
Yeah.
I ain't been to the gas stations in about a week. So I've been, like, riding off of that pre-hurricane.
Wow. For real? Wow. I just.
No, you know what? I did. Well, Regina went and hit it one time.
Yeah.
But that I already knew I wasn't gonna be the one feeling all this pressure from all this water falling, because I live in an area that really doesn't flood. But man, the people had to make a decision, man, up there with all them reservoirs and all
Yeah.
that Barker Cypress, man. They had a decision to make. Hey, man, this water got to go somewhere.
Right. We could let it affect everybody, or we could choose who it's going to affect.
If we let this thing go,
It's going to be bad.
it's gonna be bad.
I tell you.
But we can flood y'all,
Right.
and
That's what they did.
we just go flood y'all.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. But I was talking to somebody, or somebody was mentioning, it was like, when you buy a house in an area like that, do they have some kind of statement slipped into your contract that says, hey, you know what, every 100 years or so?
Even though we do say no flood zone, but
Yeah.
No, I mean, okay, so a flood zone is just a place that normally floods.
No
where
flood
we
zone,
know
I mean. Yeah.
where it's gonna go.
Right.
Flood zones and floodplains, right? So in those areas, it's required that you have flood insurance. In other places where it's not so common, it's not necessary that you have flood insurance. So, people get messed up with that right now. People who lived in those areas, they don't have flood insurance, and they got flooded though.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
You were chosen.
yeah. But the whole thing is this, like, that really was the lesser of the two evils, because the other thing is you let the reservoir cracks, and then and then you're gonna flood in addition to some other people.
Yeah.
So it's like 10,000 people affected, couple 100,000 people affected. Like, that's an easy decision to make.
Right.
It's like, okay, well,
Get
y'all
out.
10.
Get out.
Get out.
I'm telling you, you got to
Get
go.
out.
You can't go home. Please get the hell out of here.
Look,
And
Academy
after
got rafts.
yeah.
They got tubes. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they've been hanging. They were doing that all through my neighborhood with the rafts and they were.
They were.
Yeah, they were. Like on my
Because really, that came to mind. It was like, man, look, when some shit like this is happening, it's probably a good idea to have a couple of rafts or tubes or
Yeah.
something, man. You might have to float up out of there.
that's what my neighbor said. You know what? I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that next time. I'm gonna be ready.
I mean, they come in a little box, man. You get your little pump. Just in case you hang around and that water get to rising up and they tell you got to evacuate. You know, okay, hold on, give me about 20 minutes.
Yep. If you play the stock market, it's a good time to invest in those kind of things.
Pump this old raft up, man.
Generators and all that.
Yeah. Did not have a generator.
So how did the storm affect you guys personally?
It didn't get in my house. It got like to the front door like everybody else. Well, most of my neighbors. So it was seven houses. I was one of the 7 on the street that didn't get.
Okay, what side of Houston do you live on? Do you reside in?
The east side.
Yeah, the east side.
Right.
The east side of Houston, like
east side.
by the Budweiser factory.
By the Budweiser factory
So-
on that east side.
I-10 in Normandy. And Uvalde, they all got affected. The
Right.
east region, East Houston Hospital flooded. The I-10 in Uvalde and Normandy, everything was underwater. The Woodforest Bridge, it collapsed over there. And a lot of people pulling out sheetrocks today, man.
Yep.
Helping out a lot of neighbors and stuff like that. They had a lot of the Mason lodges were open up in my neighborhood, and everybody was passing out free food and school supplies, stuff like that. You know,
Right.
trying to make
School
it.
supplies?
Yeah, they had like a bunch of backpacks, man. My mom got like 2 of them for my nieces. So, yeah,
Your nieces needed school supplies?
she was just getting it. Who knows?
Yeah.
She was just trying to be a grandmother.
Yeah.
You know how that go. You know.
Get the baby some backpacks.
Right, yeah. Get the baby a big old backpack.
Yeah.
She ain't number 3. So, but everybody got affected, man. And after the storm, and it was still flooded, our lights went out.
Okay. What day?
Wednesday
Okay.
or Tuesday, Tuesday, like around 1. And it lasted from Wednesday. It came back on Thursday at 1.
So that probably was controlled. They probably did.
That's what everybody was saying. It was controlled.
You could have checked online for that.
Could checked online. But my dad said he heard like a transformer pop.
Pow.
Yeah.
I heard some gunshots.
Yeah, I heard some gunshots too. We had the helicopter flying back and forth all on that side because it's a little subdivision called Woodforest, Wood Shadows 2 that stays underwater, and they stay rescuing people all over there on that side, man. So prayers going out to everyone that was affected by it, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. What about you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, man, ain't nothing happened but a couple tornadoes.
No.
Couple tornadoes touched down out of nowhere.
So yeah, and we couldn't order pizza tonight because of the tornado.
Oh no, we could have ordered it.
We just couldn't order it from the
That one.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut. Cause
Okay.
We can still order it now. It's not too late.
Tornadoes busted up the pizza joint, man.
What about Papa John's?
You pass me your credit card, I'll order it right now.
Hi. I don't want no damn pizza.
I don't want no pizza either.
Somebody ask y'all, man. Reggie want pizza. Man.
We was
Stop playing.
just on that Ninja Turtle shit. Cause we missing.
That's what happened.
Raphael.
Then you made a bad joke.
We missing Raphael. How did I make a bad joke?
Michelangelo always orders the pizza.
No, he said that.
No, you talking
He always
about,
eat the pizza.
You talking about where's the pizza? And he was like, yeah, Michelangelo always orders the pizza.
Uh-huh.
So you were supposed to order the pizza. And then things escalated quickly from there.
It did.
Yes.
He looks up. Yes.
I'm still waiting for the pizza.
What about you, DJ?
Oh man. Okay, so everything really kind of happened on that Saturday night / Sunday morning.
Right.
So I was checking out the fight.
So you got
Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Correct.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
McConnor.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop.
That's
Yeah,
the McGregor dance.
Don't do that. Yeah. Okay.
Was that a real dance or what?
That's what McGregor did.
No,
like,
he was
when
he was getting loose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't help.
Not at all. Put your zip code in there so we can order this pizza.
That boy on it, huh?
Okay, so I went to a good friend of ours, Curtis's house. I'm over there watching the fight. His family around, and then I leave, and his cousin is following me out. She's in her car, but when we get to the belt, you know, I exited off 288 because he stays in Pearland. So I exit off 288 to go to the belt. She keeps straight. So she texts me and she's like, hey, I'm going 16. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm going down the beltway. Well, when I'm exiting, she texts me and she's like, hey, if the water's too high at 16, I'm turning around, I'm going back to his house. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm exiting Bel Air. She texts me and she's like, hey, I should have followed you. When I saw all of the water on Bel Air, good thing you didn't follow me. I drive a truck and I had to drive with the driver side tires on the median in order to make it from the Beltway all the way down to Dairy Ashford. And then the water was really high. Even when I got to my subdivision coming through, like that water was high. It looked like a tidal wave was hitting my truck.
Wow.
Get to the house, power's out. So I go out, let my wife know I'm home. Like, hey, I'm gonna sleep on the couch that way it don't get too hot. You know, and I'm figuring like maybe the next day power will be back on. Wake up, there's no rain, water's really high, power's still out. I'm like, man, okay. And I had a neighbor, the guy who literally lives to the house on the right side facing. He comes home, he parked his vehicle a couple blocks away because the water was too high to drive in. He's like, hey, I just came to grab some things, grab some clothes. I'm going back to work. He's like, man, I have a generator. Would you like to use it?
Wow.
It's like, oh, absolutely.
That's
So
what's
he
up.
brought the generator.
Shout out.
Gassed up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Mike. You know what I'm saying? So we used the generator and we was able to get everything going. And both of the kids were gone to their friend's house, respective best friends' homes.
Cool.
So it was just me, her, and boss. We was chilling. You know, made it do what it do. Power didn't come back on until Tuesday, but considering what happened to so many people, I just took it like nothing really was going on. When people would text, hey man, you know you doing good, I'd send them all the same message. God continues to provide.
That's it.
Like I'm good over here, you know what I'm saying? Like
For sure, bro.
there's people losing whole homes and people losing lives. Like one of my clients, she lost her aunt and uncle, you know, in the they drove into some hot water, lost control of the vehicle and they drowned. So
Goodness
Oh
gracious.
man.
yeah, you know, it's some stuff really going on out there. I say everybody wasn't directly impacted, but everybody was definitely affected.
Definitely.
If it's nothing but from the traffic, man. Like the traffic is ridiculous. If you have to travel Katy, Cypress, and you got to get on I-10, dude, like it's taking people 3.5 hours to get home. Like from the west side of Houston to Katy, which is maybe a 25, 35 minute drive at most. It's taking them 3.5 hours to get home. Like, so traffic is just bananas. In times like this, man, it brings out the best and worst in people.
Yeah.
Cause we were able to see some things, got out there and volunteered, you know, at Taylor High School. And you see people come in just totally manipulating the system. Like just coming in, getting bags of clothes, like you getting diapers, nobody has a baby. Like it's terrible. And they getting all these items and they're selling them, you know, online and different stuff like that. And then you see a lot of people who really just care, like really just out there, you know, to help somebody, lend a helping hand and do what they can.
Definitely.
And it's beautiful to see that. But on the other hand, the opposite of that is, people just trying to,
Yeah. Trying to find a way to win.
right, let me have, trying to get over. And like, over there at Taylor, man, like some of the better restaurants in Houston was coming through donating food.
Right.
Del Frisco's, and stuff like that, you know, coming through volunteering. Like, hey, we got hot meals. We just however we can help. And it's like, why? I mean, when you in it, it's real humbling. You see people just really just care, because that's when who you are and what you do, how much money you make, none of that stuff matters. But now I understand it's forced upon you. Like, you know, anybody's religious background, political affiliations, and all of that stuff goes out the window, because you're all dealing in a tragedy or a travesty at the same time. So for me, just seeing how everybody handled themselves, that was on the good side, it was great.
Definitely.
Then there was the bullshit that took place. I always say, man, niggas gonna nig. And I can't
What you
say
say?
that.
Niggas gonna nig. Huh?
Niggas gonna nig, man. People out here doing, like, being real extra.
Was it niggas though?
Yeah, because it was niggas talking about Joel Osteen.
Oh yeah.
It's whack, dog. Like,
I mean, Joe said Houston didn't ask him.
but I mean, like that's irrelevant though. It's like the fact that
That's
it became.
irrelevant for Joel Osteen.
No, it's irrelevant. Period. Like, my question is never, what is Il Ran gonna do? Who Il Ran letting in his house? Who you letting in your house? Where you helping? How are you volunteering? Where are your funds going? Like make sure. My grandmother always said, sweep around your own porch first.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So when you got all your stuff together, now you can tell me, hey, look, man, hey, I got a house full of people who's willing to help. It's a protocol or a way to do anything. If you say, hey, how can we get in contact? You know, I'm trying to get in touch with Lakewood. And I mean, like, here's what I was able to see the process by which Taylor High School in A-Leaf went through in order to make everything run. They were setting up as a shelter. They were going to offer food, and I was able to see firsthand how that whole process ran. And what they did was the Brain Trust reached out to all of the admin of all of the schools and said, hey, we're going to delegate you guys to be over your home school and see who's able to come and volunteer. And then they were able to put it together on the schedule. So now again, I was able to see this firsthand, so I watched it happen and I watched it build. And then after that, now we can ask for volunteers. Okay? Now, if you're saying that this about this man who you don't know nothing about in his church, and it don't have to be Joel, it could be anybody.
But it was Joe.
Right. Like, it's a process by which to make this thing happen. He can't just walk up, unlock the door and say, okay, y'all got it, because y'all under his insurance. He got to cover y'all if the speaker fall and bust somebody's head wide open. He got to cover that. So there's a lot, and that's only on one side of it. There's a logistical side of it that you have to make sure everything's in place. Because if it's not in place, then what they gonna say? We got over there, it had nothing for us to eat, water wasn't on, this, that, and that. And it's like, to me, it was just the epitome of ignorance, and that was a direct sign of how social media can work and show its ugliest side.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. I agree.
You agree?
Oh yeah, because when I first saw that people were talking about Joel Osteen didn't open his church, the first thing that came to my mind,
Right.
you know, out of how the fuck do you know and what do you? My thing was, have you ever been to the summit?
Yeah.
I know DJ's been.
Oh, plenty of time.
And the Lakewood.
You go to church?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Really? You know that?
I love the Lord.
But I'm thinking, who in a flood is going over there? That's what came to my mind.
That's what came to my mind too.
It's like
Nobody.
That place isn't sitting high up out of the way. That place is the center of traffic and low-lying parking lots.
Yes.
I'm going the opposite direction. I'm not going over there if it's flooding. That's my thought.
Right.
Right?
So I'm like, Joel Osteen didn't open his church because it's probably half underwater.
Right?
Bang.
And then people start showing these pictures. Well, it wasn't. Bro, you didn't go take that picture, dog. That's me. That's me.
You didn't go.
Like, I didn't even get as far as what DJ was saying until much later about, well, we don't even know what it took. Like, he had to make sure he was able to open this church up. Like,
Right.
you can't just jump out and go open doors and start inviting people. And, it's shit that got to go on.
Yeah.
But it took me a few steps to get to that one, because the first thought is, why would you? What makes you think that's the spot that you want to go to when it's flooding?
Right.
I think you had a better chance of going to the lofts that are surrounding the church.
Man,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
can go to Target or something. Anything is better. That is not the area.
That is not the area at all.
If it's a
man.
lot of water coming down, that's not the area
I'm
I'm
trying to tell
going
you,
to.
it's notorious for flooding over there.
Right.
That's what I was saying. I don't go that way often, but I know I've been around there, and I know it's nothing looking like this is the spot to be when it's raining for 3 days straight.
Right.
I was like, man, these people tripping, man. They finding something to talk about,
Something to talk about.
somewhere to point the finger for just for the sake of pointing the finger somewhere.
Yeah. And I mean, and the whole thing of having to find something to be negative about in the state of devastation like that.
Yes, man.
It's like you don't have to look for it. It's plenty to be, to feel upset about. But that's you just reaching, and again, I'm no Joel Osteen apologist for him or anybody else for that matter. But it's like, come on, man. Like, I'm just on the side of facts.
So he shouldn't have got the donkey of the day from.
God, that was all the way left.
I didn't even listen to it.
He
Yeah, I
shouldn't-
refuse to listen to it too.
He shouldn't have got it.
Yeah, that was like,
No, cause Charlemagne the God probably ain't never been over there.
right.
No, probably not.
I don't know. It's just I can't get past. It's hard for me to get past the idea that people are saying you didn't let us in, and I'm sitting there looking at this spot like
You wouldn't
bruh,
want to go in.
You wouldn't want to go in there.
Right. You would not
Get
wanna go
there
in.
how?
That's that's what I'm saying. Like that's not the direction to go. Now, these roads are gonna be toe up.
Drive down 59, exit at North Shepherd and catch the canoe
Yeah,
to
basically.
Lakewood. Like, come on, man. Like, this is doing too much, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah. So that was my issue with that, and I always read deeper into the box score, and it's like there are plenty of churches that didn't quote unquote open their doors, but like I'm sure that anybody who didn't had their own reason for it, and it's not because I don't give a shit about people. Like again, you got to have bodies to make that work.
Definitely.
Like, again, let's just talk about facts, not how I feel about anything. If you're going to house a large amount of people, you have to provide security. You have to have, and then you're asking people to volunteer their time. You're not offering them any kind of compensation. So you got to have people in place. I mean, there's sexual predators out there, all kind of shit that if it comes to light that it happened in whoever's
Establishment. Yeah.
come on, bro, it's gonna be
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. I didn't even
So-
think about that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't
Like,
think about that.
but people, they're just out there on social media. And the thing, this is how I feel about people who are on social media all the time. They don't have friends. They just don't have friends.
You're
Like,
right.
because a lot of these things, like, you just talk out with your boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll call ill and we'll talk it out, and I'll start thinking one thing and I'll leave feeling another way because he would have given me insight. Now again, we can crack jokes, but that's as far as it's gonna go. I don't feel the need to get the approval or get likes and retweets. So everything I think is, or I think is funny or whatever. Like, I don't feel the need to post it on social media. I heard Trina talking about, like, why do people feel like they gotta be so negative? Like, you will see
Trina the
somebody.
rapper?
Yeah, she was on a Drink Champs podcast. And she was saying you'll see somebody with mismatched socks or something. And like, now, at first it was like, haha. But now it's like you gotta take a picture of it, you gotta make a meme of it, you gotta put it online.
Right.
So everybody can see what you. It's not necessary. Like, I can see it and I can think it looks tacky too. And just keep it moving.
Right.
Like, it don't have to be this big thing. And to me, that's what happened with Joel. He was a victim of that. He was a victim of people feeling like two things. People feeling like he should do something. And then on the other hand, people feeling like because I'm black and I'm saying that, hey, man, like, y'all don't know what was going on. They feel like I'm caping for him. So you had just the dichotomy of those two things happening at once.
Yeah.
So
2 times.
yeah,
Are people going to stop going to his church?
Absolutely
I mean, because Charlemagne the
said
guy
they-
got a lot of influence now.
he
He
ain't got
said
that
he was
kind.
passing the collection plate around on the Sunday service after talking about all these people in here
Yeah,
that have been displaced by the storm.
he was supposed to.
Now I know what happened.
Was now now how I feel about that, which is very short because I don't feel much about any of that shit.
Right.
You in church, they do pass a collection plate
Right.
around.
They was-
Like, if he was trying to talk people out of their money, which I have witnessed go on in church,
Right.
that I feel a certain type of way about.
Right.
But just the act of passing a
Complexion plate?
nah, not the complexion.
Oh,
plate.
collection plate.
Collection plate. Collection plate. Just the act of them doing it during church service
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
Humvee, I need your credit cards if I order this pizza.
I don't want pizza, bro.
I ain't ask you what you want.
You ain't gonna give him a credit
Back
card.
to the pizza. It's always
Yeah, you know what
pizza
I'm
with this guy.
Get out of here.
Fuck out of here.
I'm a plaster complexion plate.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
the
that's,
pizza.
I was thinking about the same thing too.
I lost that
Speaking
war.
of, since I'm throwing complexions around so much,
Zip, zip.
this show is being covered by Legacy Blended Canadian Whiskey
Complexion.
complexion. Past the complexion.
Legacy.
That was worse than that. VY.
L to the EG A C Y. I got a day that ain't always Legacy Blended Canada Whiskey. Snap your hands with me. Come on. Legacy Blended Canada Whiskey. Yeah. You want some whiskey? Pour it in a cup and drink it with me. 'Cause it's the Legacy Blended Canada Whiskey.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
Where did you channel that 1980 white man
I don't
voice
know.
from?
Shout
Come
out
on,
to-
clap your hands with me now.
Shout out to Joel. Put your Bibles in there. I know what happened.
Say it with me.
Harvey came.
This is my Bible.
See, but what people need to realize is that when God tells you, all right, it's too much.
Golly, man.
Shout out to Joe. That meme with Whitney Houston, oh man, that was dirty.
That was low.
That was low. That was
You
low.
saw that, DJ?
Nah, I'm glad I didn't.
That was horrible. I
That
was like,
was,
oh,
man. Like, people have no chill.
no chill. Shout out to Big Joe. No chill
Yeah.
at all.
What was it? Which Houston took on more water? Or
Yes,
something like that?
was underwater the longest.
Which Houston was underwater the longest?
Yeah, that's not
Horrible.
Yeah, that wasn't okay.
Yeah,
That was not
I think it's flagrant for you to share stuff like that. Like, at a certain point, you're complicit. Like, and again, I talked about that before. We talked about social media and how people do. A certain, like, nah, you gonna have to miss me. I'm gonna be the fun police.
You gonna be the fun police?
Yeah, on stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna call you out for real. If I see it, if I would have saw that, like, whoever it was, like, I'm probably just gonna unfollow you because I don't need to see shit like that. That's not right.
Damn.
That's all.
It was cold, man.
That was harsh.
Yeah,
that
too
hurt.
much. Because in both instances, people lost lives. Like, and that's not a joke. That's real. Like, no.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And they gonna be like,
Yeah.
"This just a joke." Nah, my
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah, certain shit ain't funny.
It's deeper than that, yo.
And I mean, again, I agree with Jalen. Shout out to Jalen and Jacoby. It's okay to be funny, mean if it's funny, but certain shit is just mean. Like, that's just mean. Like,
It's okay to be mean if it's funny.
yeah, like if you like you know, Chappelle made the joke about the rape. You know, he rapes, but he saves. Like, that was funny.
Oh,
you know,
what?
You never watched the Chappelle
I'll
special?
watch it.
Oh,
I'll watch
man.
it. I didn't watch it.
He rapes, but he saves.
Oh, who was he referring to?
Old
Bill
Bill.
Cosby.
Oh wow.
Old Bill. It was funny though. Like, it's okay to be mean because it was funny.
Damn, that's cold.
Certain shit is just mean spirited though. Like cool.
Right. I don't know how to joke anyway, so.
Yeah. And it's like, man, so when you think of the amount of rainfall the city actually caught though, it's like if you consider the fact that Hurricane Katrina, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was 16 to 18 inches of rain, and Houston got 52. It's a lot of damn rain, man.
It's a lot of rain.
It was a lot.
And that was before they did the releasing of the whatever.
Yeah,
those,
and that's a whole nother thing, man.
It rained,
Mm-hmm.
and then it took a breath, and then it rained again.
Right.
Yeah. And then they said they got more storms coming. I know about Jose and Emma, but I don't, they said it's another
Irma.
one. Irma, they said it's another one coming behind
Katia.
Jose. Katia?
Yeah, they say that they shouldn't make landfall because of the cold front. So
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, because
For real.
we don't need no more.
We don't need no more.
No more.
So I'm thinking like, damn, look, how does Florida deal with that, you know?
I don't know. 'Cause I remember a couple years ago, they got hit with like 4.
Shit.
That shit kept running up the East Coast. I'm looking at it. That shit kept hitting Florida, running up the East Coast. I'm like, man, I don't know what them folks did out there to piss off Mother Nature.
You know? God, oh. But they handle it. They still there.
They still there so far.
It's still a stake.
Yep. It's gonna be losing square miles after a while. This keeps going on.
Yeah, then they said what California is gonna have when they have their big earthquake, it's gonna separate from the.
they've been saying that since we were kids, man. I was in the first grade hearing that shit.
We
For
gonna lose half of California.
29 years later.
Half of California, all of Florida, and the coastal line of Texas and Louisiana. Okay, and moving on from this doomsday report.
Yeah.
So we got Michael Bennett, straight out of A-Leaf. You went
My
to
name is
A-Leaf,
Bennett,
Taylor.
and I ain't in it.
That's how you.
Yep.
That's how you throw that.
Super Bowl champion. All right. He's at the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fiasco. He leaves.
Did they stop that fight too quick?
No.
No.
I think they did.
No.
That black nigga. That
No.
nigga.
No.
Damn.
Shit, nigga always trying to be a nigga.
I'll explain why. But let me talk about this first.
Sorry.
This is way more serious. He's arrested. Well, he's detained. He says that the officer tells him, if you move, I'll blow your fucking brains out. Right?
Whoa.
They find out who he is, then they let him go.
Where's this at again?
This happens in Las Vegas after the Mayweather-McGregor fight. Happened to a NFL player, current NFL player, who's from here. And then, he waited. He wanted to get all his ducks in a row. And now the story's coming out. There's video of it, and I know everybody haven't checked it out. I'm just saying it on the pod, so if you haven't checked it out, look it up. Just Google Michael Bennett. I'm sure it'll come up, and you'll see. And he's one of the people who actually did take a seat this year. He's like, I'm not gonna stand. I'm gonna sit during the national anthem.
Dope.
And it's crazy that the same guy who decided that he was gonna sit, experienced exactly what Colin Kaepernick been talking about the whole time, man. Men of color, unarmed, being abused or taken advantage of by people in positions of authority because they black.
Now, do I? I'm raising my hand here. Do I have to be the? I don't know what you call it. The person that says, "Well, what was he wearing?"
I mean, you can always sound stupid if you want to.
All right, I'll just make sure. Oh, okay.
That is totally up to you.
All right.
How silly you want to look.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Because they go say some shit like that.
They gonna say something.
Right.
Did he conform? Did he? What is he?
Well, what is he?
comply?
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, to me, I watched
Did he
it.
concede? Shout out to Legacy.
Legacy.
Really? Yeah, I should have saw his face. We gotta get these cameras set
Yeah,
up.
we got to do that.
But man, just going through that, and then like spinning right off of that into the fact that you have Ray Lewis who came out and said that they were going to sign Colin Kaepernick, but his girlfriend, Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend, Nessa from I think Hot 97, right?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sent out a tweet that showed Steve Bisciotti and Ray Lewis was giving him a hug, and then she put the picture from Django Unchained of.
Damn.
So they said they took offense to that, and that's why he's not signed. And again, I call bullshit. Like that's not a reason to keep somebody off a team.
Right.
Like if we let Ray get away with murder and come back and play football under the same owner, if we had this same team who signed Ray after he got off on his murder, signed Dante Stallworth after he committed vehicular manslaughter, okay? They said this dude he's not the character police. He's not the person who's gonna say, hey, well, you're an upstanding citizen, and so we're gonna handle things the same certain way. They knew the same owner knew Ray Rice had hit his fiance at the time. The same owner brought him back on the team. It's only after the video came out and people put pressure on him from the outside and decided to start pulling back funding that he changed his mind. So he's not the guy to be like, oh, this hurt my. What happened? He just found that thing happening. Her posting that tweet. That hurt his feelings.
Right.
That hurt him feelings.
Him got him feelings hurt, and then but he used that as the scapegoat or as the reason to come out and tell people through his puppet Ray that's the reason why he didn't get signed. That's a whole bunch of malarkey, man. Just stop it.
Malarkey. Hadn't heard that one in a while.
Malarkey.
601-641-9474.
Can I say so?
Do you think Ray Lewis, what did he say? Cause he said some shit like, I can't quote him now. All I know is he said some shit that we was like, huh?
He be on his fake.
When he was
preaching
talking
shit.
about the Colin Kaepernick shit. Maybe I should just go a different direction with this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Legacy. I'm having one of those moments.
Okay.
What else, DJ? You got it. It's your show.
Now you asked me had the fight been stopped too fast?
Yeah,
too
I
quickly?
did. That's what I was gonna. Yeah.
That was a mean uncle in that. That was a
No.
mean uncle.
It's old. Right. Okay.
That's how you saw the
He
ref.
was looking mean.
The ref
So
said,
what?
"Fuck."
Here, I ask you a question. UFC has been around how long? Roughly.
Decade maybe.
All right, decade. Have you ever heard of anybody dying in UFC?
If he dies, he
Later
dies.
So
Somebody died?
nobody
Not-
has died.
No,
Zero.
Not immediately. Later on.
You ever heard of somebody dying after a boxing match?
Yes.
Plenty of people. We don't have the same best interest, bro. Like, I can't, like, this happens in this sport. You never in your life heard nobody after getting a shin across their face that they died later in the hospital. They wearing 4 ounce gloves. They getting hit in the face. Never heard nobody dying in that sport. You know why? Because when you hit the ground, they can continue to hit you. So the fight ends faster in UFC than it does in boxing. As soon as you hit the ground and he get 2 hits off, boom, boom, then the referee intervenes. Right? In boxing, you can take punishment. So they have to, as soon as possible, intervene. And that dude was defenseless. He was not. If he was concerned with finishing, hey, look, well, at least let him put me on my back, as Conor McGregor said. Well, swing, nigga. If you swing, he'll continue to hit you. As long as you're not swinging and he hit you a couple times, I gotta call the fight.
Right.
So he didn't put himself in the best position to have the fight continue to go on. If he wanted that, all he had to do was swing. That's all he had to do. Show that you're not defenseless. He just taking punches to the face. This is not good.
That was my first time ever seeing. Well, I don't follow boxing. Let me just say that.
Right.
But that's my first time seeing Mayweather like punch like that. Like that was like some nice punches, you know. Versus what's the dude from the Philippines? Like he was like pretty much tapping with him, but like McGregor, like he was like some nice little sticks.
Yeah.
It's like damn. So I understand what you're saying, brother.
Yeah, so I don't think it was too fast. I think he did what he had to do to protect the integrity of the sport that he contributes to, as well as his own conscience. You let that dude, it's come out now that he was concussed. So let's just say he let it go on, 5 more seconds to please the public. And that dude got brain damage. He got to live with that. Nobody else got to deal with that. You like, oh man, Mayweather kicked his ass, and you go on about your day. Right. That dude got to live with the fact of, I've been trained to intervene at a certain point, and I said, you know what, well let the public get what they want out of this.
Right.
Nah. He did what he had to do.
Yeah.
If he didn't want the fight to get caught, he should have swung back. Wasn't swinging
Swing,
back.
put your hands up.
Put your hands up.
Pinch the bitch.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't even blocking the punches. He was blocking them with his face. It's almost like Mayweather was trying to hit the ropes. He was like, I ain't gonna let you hit the ropes. I'm gonna use my face to
Stick my
block it.
face in here. Save these ropes.
You silly. So now, will Mayweather get in the octagon?
Absolutely. Why?
Hell no.
Why? For what?
Mayweather's done, man. That's it.
That's it.
Shit, man, there's nothing else to prove.
Okay.
He got a nice round number.
Yep.
He beat up everybody who talked shit about him.
Yep.
And he's getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40 years old, man.
40 years old. Wow.
Retired at 40 years old. My last fight, I made $350 million.
Goodness gracious.
I'm good.
Bow on them haters.
You know what I'm saying? Bow. For real.
So, hey,
that's a lot.
it is.
Jeez.
Christ.
Did he give some money?
don't
People were
know.
saying he gave, he didn't give.
I don't know. I'm not overly concerned with that.
Whatchamacallit did a nice amount.
Give
JJ Watt.
Give money to who?
A nice amount. For the,
Yeah,
for
that
the
was
harvest.
cool because
That was cool.
I
He gave,
like
a lot of money.
I can't talk.
Complexion.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Legacy.
So I had to
Legacy.
pass the complexion. I had watched a video where he was saying about the money he got, and I read an article. He said that everybody he's talked to, because he talked to a lot of people about these donations and what he should do with them.
Yeah.
And he said everybody he talked to told him to take his time and make sure that you're getting it to the right people.
That's dope.
And he was like, that's what he's going to do. He's going to take his time and distribute everything directly to the people who need it. Because all these folks out here giving this Red Cross money, man, I'm like, bruh, you not helping nobody giving Red Cross all that
9
money,
cents
man.
or something like that, right? 9 cents.
Man, them
goes to
folks
each
is
family
taking
or
that
something.
money and putting it in a pool for some other shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's some help being done,
Right. But in other places, they say.
but it's not the amount of money that you gave them.
Right.
It's like, if I need help, I need to get it directly from somebody who distributes help.
Right.
Not from, I can't go to the organization that takes all these collections and then they break it down to this department, that department, and this department and all of that. Because by the time it gets to you, there's damn near nothing left.
Yeah, I mean, the way I feel about it is that's how it's going to happen as long as it's running through an organization. Like, it's,
Right.
there's no way, there's no other way for that to happen. Like, because again, you have people who are in paid positions and they have to be paid, and all of the funding comes from the outside, right? So you give to these different entities and you hope that they do something to help. But like, I can't have Il Ren coming every day to help me do anything and me not subsidize him for his time. He have a wife and kids to take care of. So if I get X amount of dollars, I can't leave him stuck out because he's working in this position faithfully for all of this time. I have to. It's going to happen. Like, it's to think otherwise is just being naive,
Can't just get a
right?
pat on the
So-
back, huh?
So That's going to happen in that structure. And then the way it's set up, it's not even set up. They never even said that, hey, 100% of these proceeds go back to the people.
Right.
You know, so it's everybody else's fault that they didn't do their due diligence. What people are admonishing JJ Watt to do, hey, look, go and find out how to best affect change and impact the people directly. Other people didn't do that, and then now they're trying to blame the Red Cross. The Red Cross never said, hey, man, look, we're the organization to give all your money to because we're going to give it directly to. That ain't what happened. Right. They have it written in their bylaws that they have to fine because they're a government organization, and if they don't, then their doors can be closed. And then it's set up as such, you know what I'm saying? That when they put trucks on the road, they got to maintain those trucks. Got to put oil in those trucks, gas in those trucks. You got to pay people to drive those trucks. You got to fill those trucks with supplies.
Welcome to the DJ show.
That's a lot, but it's a lot.
I'm just saying, like, but this shit really got to happen in real time. Like, you'll only volunteer. I watch people, and it was beautiful seeing people who I know personally and people who I don't know just get out there and give and give and give, and I appreciate it. I watched D. Kelly get out there and just barbecue and drive around the city and handing out plates and going to go feed this section of the police department, going to feed the fire department, helping out first responders. It's like, hey, this is how I can give back. But guess what? D. Kelly ain't going to do that all month long. He gonna do it for a set amount of time with a set amount of resources given from different people, and then he's gonna do that because he's feeling philanthropic, right? But can you sustain that for a year? Let's say 3 months. Like, people are already not volunteering anymore, and that shit happened not even 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So if he decides that, hey, I'm gonna do this, when that money coming in, he still got a mortgage to pay. I guarantee you gonna make sure my mortgage paid. Make sure truck need new tires. I've been driving around a lot. That's what happens in these instances. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have unrealistic expectations of these organizations based off the size of them and the things that they help with. It take a lot of money to make this shit go.
They getting a lot of money.
They are. But how much money does it take to go? Like, again, let's just take it.
And that's why I said what I said. Like the Red Cross shit, man, these people, if these people are out here right now clearing out their house, Red Cross is not gonna be the ones to take care of right now shit.
No, that's not what they set up for.
So when you want to help and you want to donate, and you got $25,000 or whatever the case is from whatever celebrity, it would be in the best interest of the people to not go to Red Cross.
Right.
Makes sense.
All right, moving on.
No,
Thank you very much.
I think it has to have a balance to it all, because all you're gonna do is you're gonna create another Red Cross somewhere else. That's what you're gonna do.
So you gonna create another Red Cross?
I'm serious,
Well,
I
because
mean, yeah, I can see that.
when a person get
I'm just saying, like,
Black Cross.
Blue Cross,
Blue Shield,
Blue Shield.
yep,
Are they still around? Like,
yeah,
they do independent businesses or something? Motherfuckers that don't got green cards,
yeah, gold cards either.
more black cards.
What?
He missed that whole shit. Yeah, he went right over his head.
No, I'm talking
Oh
about
man,
Yeah.
whatever, nigga. Let me get to this. Let me get to this voicemail very quick, man. Shoot, we almost an hour in on it, baby.
So anyway,
Where's the play button? Oh, there it is.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Montoya, man.
oh,
And I'm sitting here listening to y'all run down y'all's top albums or lyricists or top rappers or whatever album that was, from the list that came out on the show previous.
Right.
And I was sitting here thinking to myself out loud as I'm listening to the show, man, ain't nobody said Spice One. And I'll be goddamn, the one person I wouldn't have had imagined would have said Spice One said it. Hell, goddamn Hunvy, man. Man, dog, big ups, man. Because I was
Thank
sitting
you,
here
sir.
like, what would be my top list? And Spice One is definitely in there for me. And to hear you say it, dog, I was like, all right, goddamn, somebody got some damn sense in here. Anyway, man. That's it. Peace out, y'all.
I mean, Spice One is the one. Shout out to
Shout out
Montoya,
to
man.
the Montoyas in the Shoot from the Hip
Shoot
show.
from the Hip show. Spice One is that. I mean, that's all we used to talk about. Got to talk about Spice One, man. Spice One has to be put in the mix some kind of way. He's a West Coast artist, ill.
Yes, he is.
Is he a top 5 West Coast artist?
I would give it to him.
No.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Uh-oh, come on now.
Because I have a thing.
It's a yes or no.
Yeah. Talk about the thing.
Spice One had maybe a 5 or 6 year run.
Mm-hmm.
Good run.
I get.
But as a rapper, who really can top 187 Proof?
Like as far as the album is concerned.
No, the song.
Okay. I got to go back and listen to it. So,
I know.
Yeah, I got to listen
Cooling
to
on
it.
the corner with the cellular phone, you could tell that the East Bay was his home. More male than the rest of the pushers, cause he got a Tech 9 in the bushes.
Yeah.
And that's how his shit was handled. First name Jack, last name Daniels. Had 2 boys named E and J.
Right.
E had the 9 and J the AK.
Huh. Well, I mean, so are you saying it like a rapper that you could sing along with? That you could sing?
No,
What do you
bro.
mean?
The storyline.
Okay.
The storyline.
I mean, 'cause
Are you familiar with the
Because
storyline?
I mean, Ice-T.
No,
No.
bruh. No, this is way more intricate than 6 in the morning.
Now, I'm not speaking of 6 in the morning. I'm talking about High Rollers.
Whatever. It's only, I can only think of a couple of rappers who I can put in the category to make a story like that.
Slick Rick.
No. No. He's a great storyteller.
Right.
But it takes a different level of imagination for every character to be his own bottle of alcohol.
K Reno.
K Reno did it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
K Reno did the one with the candy. I don't remember the name, just like Candy or something
He
like
did
that.
so many different
Yeah.
stories.
And he
bro.
did. Yeah, it's not a better storyteller than K Reno, man.
He
I don't
did
know
the
if I've said
devil-
that before.
He did the
Okay.
devil playing the angel playing like that shit. That was.
I don't know if I've said that before, but there's not a better storyteller than K Reno.
Yeah.
You know, the only person who I think, and I don't even think that they would try, but and I'm not comparing him to Reno, but like the guy who I've heard tell stories, get real detailed and make everything make sense is like, cause some people tell stories and it sounds like a nursery rhyme. It sounds like real elementary. I can predict everything that's about to come. But certain people tell very intricate, detailed stories like Reno. People like Royce. People like Joe. Like they'll go into a story and you'll be like,
Yeah, Joe
the
shit.
fuck?
That
Like,
blue music,
oh my
man.
God. Like,
Damn,
yeah.
boy. Hated
So-
that shit faded. Like, fuck. What
So it's
What about Notorious Big?
Nowhere even close.
On
though.
the Life After Death album.
Nowhere even close. Not to that though. Like you gotta think about what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just tell it. There's looking at a tree, telling me it's a tree, and then that's making me understand that you saw a tree. And what he would do is he would just say it was a tree. What these people do, they will paint a picture, and you would come to the conclusion that nigga was standing in front of a fucking tree. Oh my God, I can't believe he did that. He made me see what he saw and didn't tell me what he was looking at. Not directly. That's incredible.
That's
Like I
a
said,
different
when
level, man.
you put words together in such a way that you make a person feel like when Royce did "Part of Me,"
Yeah, that shit was something
dog.
else. That song itself is what turned my wife into a fan. Like all these years of me listening to Royce,
Yep.
that song is what made
It's
her
like
a
an
fan.
urban legend. His mistake, her confession.
How about it for a first impression?
What about Eminem?
Woo. M can do it. M can go there.
M did it with Yellow Brick Road.
Yep.
That was the one.
Yeah. Like everybody mentions Stan because it was so big.
Right.
But and again, like if you pay attention to Stan, pay attention to his rhyme pattern. Pay attention to what he's doing within the story. That's like, what? How did
And
you?
he's done that in other stories too. It's just that one had a specific
Yeah.
meaning that was like universally felt. Like you could see what he was doing with it. It wasn't one of those, because M is kind of a niche rapper.
Yeah.
Like if you can't look past the crazy shit he says, like if that's not your thing,
Right.
then you can miss how great it is. You know how great he is at it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And see, that's my thing about gangster rap, man. When I listen to cats who talk about this street shit, like
Yeah. And that's what Spice One did with Mass 187.
187 he wrote.
That's what he did.
No, it wasn't that he was the greatest gangster rapper, but he
No, with that specific song. That's
no
what I mean.
187 Proof.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was just a great story, dog. That was like
Okay.
some shit I would pay to go watch somebody who make a movie out of.
Shit.
That was just that was a great song, especially to be what 94,
Something like that.
93, 94. Like it wasn't nothing normal about that song, man. As far as like when you listening to Ice Cube, or you listening to what's your boy Season of the Sickness? It's Agent 00 Deuce 4 block. I got that 9mm Glock and ready.
1992.
That was 92.
92.
Now see, we're talking about come on, Legacy, goddamn.
Legacy.
We're talking about an amount of creativity that you don't see in a time when people were being creative.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm obviously gonna have to play this song for you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I can think of a couple of songs we need to play for you.
Okay.
Cause Part of Me by Royce, and then the story that he tells on, I think his Success is Certain.
Which one was
He got two of them.
Taxi Driver?
See, that shit crazy too.
Oh, I think I heard that one.
Yeah. But then, like I said, then you got, like, Joe got, like, aside from Three Sides to a Story, Joe got some other shit that I could play for you. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, he did what? Then I could play Jay. What's the song off the Blueprint 2?
Ooh, what was that? 'Cause I didn't really like the Blueprint 2
Papa
that
Tag.
much, but I did listen to it.
Jeez, what's the name of that song?
Did you say Poppin' Tags?
Damn, you caught it.
Yeah, I heard you. Silly motherfucker, you.
I gotta find the name of that song.
Oh,
I didn't know all this shit was gonna
right?
come
You know what
on.
I'm saying?
Start making noises and everything.
Shout out to Pac-Man.
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
Yeah, Meet the Parents is a great story. Yeah.
What's up, man?
So
I got a lot of stuff. to
Okay,
listen
hold
to.
on. But Spice One, top 5 West Coast rapper. Yes or no?
Yes.
Ill.
I don't like Razzcast.
Yeah. As far as I'd have to put some thought into it,
Right.
to make sure I'm not leaving out anybody in the
So name him.
But
Is he better than Cube?
For me, yes.
He's better than Cube. Yes or no?
No.
Technically, yes.
Is he better than Game?
I wouldn't say he's better than
Better than Kendrick?
No.
No.
It's hard to top that Good Kid, Mad City, dog.
Better than Snoop?
Yes.
Better than Razzcast?
No.
Okay, he's better than him. I'm just naming better than Quick.
No.
So that's 3.
Quick, man.
Oh, you gonna say he better than him too?
Then who?
Everybody who I just thought of. If I say Ice-T, if I say Exhibit, all these guys, you're gonna say he better than them.
Yeah. Who your top 5 on the West?
I don't put him in front of Cube though,
Cube is that nigga.
See,
and I don't put him in front of DLC, but DLC is not a West Coast rapper. He's from Texas.
Yeah. Did I say I put him in Spice One before Cube?
Yeah,
You did.
Okay, the reason I would say that is because the amount of creativity I've heard in Spice One,
Right.
that
I
I don't hear in Cube.
Yeah.
So this is a personal best. So
Right.
you know, I say technically,
Yeah. I got
yeah.
you.
Cause Ice Cube had that. Oh, he had that one. Oh boy, I can't think of it. Where he was talking about the dude in the wheelchair. Oh man.
Was that War and Peace?
Nah, man, it was way before that shit.
Oh.
Oh man, cause I be quoting the shit with Will at the J, dog, with Willie T, man. Oh man, I can't think of the name of that joint. Cause I heard it on the Screw tape. Screw played it.
Screw put us on a lot of music though.
Yes, he
Yeah, he
did,
did.
man. He did. The damn beats. I was like, what beat is that?
Oh snap!
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And we're back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta find that, but
But I mean, so he might be. Huh. I have to put some thought into it. We'll come back on the next show and see that. name the top 5 rappers from each region. You got
each
Yeah.
region.
I'm
Damn.
with that.
Well,
Yeah.
what if?
Cause I'm hurting right now, man. I can't think of the name of this song, and I don't even know what to type in to find it.
Right.
So Bone and Do or Die are the same region, right?
No.
That wouldn't be.
I mean, I
Midwest?
guess
That
you
wouldn't be
could-
Midwest.
you
That's
could
what I'm
Both
saying.
be Midwest.
Both be Midwest.
They're both okay. All right.
Ain't no comparing the groups though.
No, I'm just saying.
You do better comparing Do or Die with Crucial Conflict than with Bone, dog. Like,
Bone had a much bigger impact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much bigger.
yeah, that's not.
That's not.
Not at all. Man, yeah, shout out to Montoya, shout out to Spice One. Putting it down.
Kill him up, kill him up. That was my shit.
Man, Spice One is my go-to when I talk about him and Too Short. My go-to when I talk about why today's music really isn't that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I could say,
Biz
What-
Markie? No?
huh?
You don't use Biz Markie about why it's not that bad?
No. The reason being, I'm not talking about how actually the music is bad, how bad the music actually is. What I'm talking about is the message and people talking about how back in the day we had a message, and today's music they just talking about, selling dope and hoes and bitches. And I say, y'all remember we had Too Short.
Which is why I said Biz Markie.
What did he talk about?
Picking boogers? Like, shit.
That shit was funny though. Like Biz
That was-
Markie, his whole
Yeah, but
And
it's
I'm
still,
not a
like,
big-
it wasn't like the super, like, they try to make it seem like it was, everybody was teaching us a lesson and we was learning some shit.
oh,
It's
well,
like,
For the most part,
But
it
see,
was.
what I was going with was the bad influence of the music.
Got you.
Like we had Too Short and Spice One. Like if you could find any more worse influences than Too Short and Spice One, show me.
Gangsta and pimping. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't forget Gangsta Nip.
Yeah, we had Gangsta Nip.
We had some. Ghetto
But Gangsta
Boys.
Nip was like horrorcore though.
Yeah,
He was like the actual creator of horrorcore. Like people don't really.
What about Ghetto Boys? I mean, that was around that time.
Yeah, but
They
Ghetto
were
Boys
vulgar.
came with a little something with it. It wasn't just kill 'em all
Yeah.
or bitch.
Right.
Right.
And like Spice One and Too Short they because as that era was the time when you had the song with the moral in it.
Right.
But it is overridden by
Right.
Well, that's like NWA then.
right.
That's like
Right.
NWA.
You only get one express yourself.
Because that
Yeah.
shit was so
I'm
fucking
expressing with my full capabilities.
Yeah. You get one express yourself.
right.
I like what Sickle Shaka did with this song when he flipped it, though. I did.
I don't remember what it sounded like. I do remember it though. I just don't like Silk the Shocker. I can't believe anybody would listen to him.
Shout out to Sickle Shaka. I like
I may
I
be
like
sounding like a
Vashawn.
hater right now, but
What's up, Vashawn?
I fuck with Silk.
Yeah.
doesn't mean much to me.
God damn it.
Yeah. You just said you like XXX Tentacion's
I
album.
fuck with
Yeah.
him.
Your
And
credibility is
and you
low.
brought it up.
You're not, and you see why Montoya didn't think that you would say anything about Spice One.
I fuck with Spice One.
Because you say shit like that.
And that's
I
how
fuck
his
with-
shit was handled. First name Jack, last name
I fucks
Daniels.
with Spice. I fucks with Spice One. That is.
Parked on the block called him Hennessy. Was rivals with a motherfucking name O.E. E had a bitch and her name was Jen. Had a nigga named Juice doing time in the pen.
Huh.
Look at that shit was cold,
Yeah.
dog. Bitch.
Spice One.
Shout Shut up.
I had to add that in there.
Wrong rapper.
I had to add that in
Yeah,
there.
you messed it all up.
Yeah. Hey, the Rockets got bought by a billionaire. Local billionaire.
Hold
A
on.
local
We're going to
billionaire.
pause for a second. I just want to let y'all give y'all the update right quick.
All right.
So Jay Young just texted me and said, when are y'all starting the podcast back up?
Shout out to Jay Young,
So I told him,
Raphael.
you know, we started up today. We're recording now. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, it was kind of up in the air for a minute.
Yeah.
So now he says, I want to fight.
Whoa.
I'm not fighting him. Which one of y'all going to fight him?
Humvee got it.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Why I gotta get?
Because Jay has anger issues.
Yeah.
I don't want none of that. That's your bloodline.
That's
Yeah,
why,
so that's why he shouldn't be fighting.
No, so that's why he should.
that's why I'm not going to fight him.
No.
Yeah.
It's on you,
Jay Young.
Humvee. You the biggest.
Nah.
You're the biggest. You're the
on-
biggest.
It's on you. Shit.
Jay been in that gym for a year straight.
Damn that, man.
Well,
I think we can wrap it up. We're done. Huh?
Stick a
Rockets.
fork in it.
We got to do the Rockets right quick, and then
Hey, man.
we're gonna all come up with our alibis.
Yep. I won't be here when you get here. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm gone. But nah, man, I'm excited, man. Leslie Alexander was the former owner of the team. He's looking to sell the team. He had a lot of people who made offers. I'm glad that the guy who bought the team. He has to be accepted by the NBA Board of Governors at this point. Tillman Fertitta owns Landry's, the Golden Nugget.
That's the restaurant, right?
Correct.
All right.
So I'm just glad they got a sole owner versus having an ownership group. People passing the buck and having to vote on shit. I don't like all of that. So I was glad that he got it. He's been big in on the sports scene here in Houston. He was on the board of regents at U of H. Helped them get their new stadium. Helped them renovate Hoff-Hines Pavilion. He was involved in the Texas in some capacity. He was an advisor with the Rockets back when they won the championships in 94 and 95. So he's been around. So
Backdoor twice. Now they call Tuesday.
yeah. Yeah, so he bought the team for $2.2 billion. So that's a whole lot of money.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken,
Wow.
Les Alexander's bought the team for $85 million.
Jesus. So why did the other guy sell though?
Because I bought it for $85 million.
And I can sell it for $2.2 billion. Buy low, sell high.
The .2 is more than what he bought the team for, dog.
Right.
If he had just sold it for $200 million, he'd have doubled his money. 2.5 times.
He just set his family in a whole different place.
Right. Forever.
So when this part of Texas goes underwater along with Florida and California,
Right.
he got somewhere to go.
Yeah,
Right.
they'll be up there in Nebraska somewhere.
2 points.
So watch out for the elk. Hey man, have y'all heard that audio from the chick who called in to the station talking about the deer?
elk.
She talking about the deer crossing.
No.
Y'all hadn't heard that shit?
Oh, man.
Oh no, this is going on the show. This is going on the show. Hold on, man.
It's like that, man.
It got to
I'm
go.
not
He got excited.
I'm
Right.
not passing this one up. If I can find this thing
Shout
on
out
YouTube,
to the legacy.
because I was gonna say wrap the show up. We ain't
I was
wrapping the
wondering
show
was
up.
he gonna do that shit. 601-641-9474. Call in, leave a voicemail, hit us up on the email at yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. That's yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, cares, or concerns for me, my co-hosts, or constituents, please hit us up on either one of those.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that.
Gospel.
My fault.
Please hit us up. I didn't know you knew the Lord like that, man.
That was Snoop Dogg.
It's a joke.
All right, I got it.
You got it?
This is how we're ending the show. All right, the lady calls in to I think a radio station because she has a problem with these deer crossing signs. This shit is too funny, dog. I'm gonna try not to laugh on the microphone.
The way you explain it is funny.
Going on there. Now, Donna, you got quite the vent today. It sounds like what's going on with you.
Well,
I wanted to voice my opinion on something that's been bothering me for a really long time.
Okay.
I tried writing the newspaper and contacting TV stations, but nobody seems to want to stay with this. So that's why I'm calling you guys.
What's the issue?
Well, over the past few years, I've been involved in 3 separate car accidents involving deer.
Mm-hmm.
With the population and everything. Each of these incidents, they've occurred shortly after I saw a deer crossing sign on the highway. Well, my frustration is that Minnesota and North Dakota Departments of Transportation would allow these deer crossings to be in such high traffic areas. I mean, I've even seen them on the interstate. Why are we encouraging deer to cross at the interstate? I don't get it. That's such a high traffic area. I mean,
Are you kidding?
I understand that deer are wild animals and they need to travel across the streets occasionally to survive. And, of course, to find food, but it seems to me that it's so irresponsible of us to allow these deer crossings to be in areas where these deer are so likely to be struck by oncoming traffic. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
I
mean, it's just, I mean, you think they would put deer crossings maybe, in
a rural area or something.
smaller towns, maybe during at a school crossing. It would be a safer place for them to
No, I'm
cross.
just saying. I'm just thinking what she's thinking.
Put the deer crossing sign.
Deer crossings aren't telling deer that it's safe to cross there. It's just more of like an alert for drivers so they know it's like a high deer population.
The government put the deer crossings there. They can direct the deer population anywhere they want to by moving that deer crossing sign. I mean, why in the world would they place it on the highway or the interstate? I mean, God, there are so many other places I can think of than put the deer crossing signs on busy highways and interstates.
You seem to be under the misunderstanding that the deer are somehow attracted to the deer crossing sign.
Like the deer reading the
The
sign.
deer crossing sign is there to allow the deer to know that's where they need to cross.
Right. And all these car accidents you had involved a deer after you'd saw a deer crossing sign.
Exactly. I mean, I'm trying to watch out for the deer, but I mean, speed limit's 55, 65. How am I supposed to, you can't brake really quick if the deer just is crossing in that deer crossing area.
So you'd like to see these signs move somewhere safer?
Right. If we have to move them, don't put deer crossing signs on the interstate or freeways. Put them in lower traffic areas. Somewhere where the speed limit's a lot slower. Maybe small towns. I don't know. I think school crossings is a good idea.
Well, listen, we will. You say you've tried to contact quite a few people about this.
Right. Yeah. I wrote at least 3 or 4 letters, and
we will spread the word. Okay, we will try to kind of help you raise some awareness for this issue. Okay.
Oh, thank you. We need to move those deer crossing signs.
We appreciate your comment this morning.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Wow, wow. I apologize for everybody whose speakers popped because I was laughing too loud. This bitch ain't like, dear, read the sign. Like, oh, this one we cross it. And they tried to tell her, no, the deer aren't following the signs. The drivers are supposed to follow the signs. Like, the sign is for you, not for the deer. Right. Never make signs for people, right?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Like the deer looking at the deer cross sign and at the speed limit. Like, shit, let me go 65 here. That's funny, man. And let's go wrap it up for our show. Shit.
All right, man.
If that didn't make you laugh, I don't know what to tell you. You one of them people that think the deer are following the signs. Yeah, that's what it is. They put them in small towns. Like the deer gonna just migrate because the sun moved. The sign moved.
She said they could migrate them.
Put them by the school crossing. That's a good idea.
That's fucked up.
You gonna have a crossing guard. Wait, the deer gonna be sitting there waiting for the crossing guard. Oh shit!
All right, man.
That's my one for the night.
I like it.
That's a good one. Hell of a one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, GTHANGREC. G-Thang Rec. Holla.
That nigga said holla.
Yep.
That's how I do it.
DJ Clue.
It's the Holla family, y'all.
Okay, where I'm at.
Come on, again.
It's me. I'm Ill Ran on the Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, around Facebook. That's how they do this.
I'm Ill Ran on the IG.
Yep.
That's Instagram. And I'm on the Twitter.
Wow.
Because I be twittering.
Yeah.
As ill underscore ran underscore is underscore back. And DJ the DJ.
Don't find me, I'll find you. Oh yeah.
Skirt, skirt, skirt.
Shout out to Shimmy.
You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast. Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.